Welcome to Roll for Damage. We're playing Curse of Strahd. This is episode 2. So you guys will see 2 new faces this week. We've got Montel here. So he was supposed to be a regular character, but unfortunately something happened last week. And then next to him we've got Nick. And he is going to be helping me out with some NPCs. So
yes,
cool. All right. So for a recap of last week's shenanigans, you guys were a traveling party somewhere in the coast of... Where was that? It doesn't matter. You guys are
fog.
Yeah.
Killer fog.
Somewhere along the Sword Coast or something like that. And then night began to fall. You guys set up camp, began to talk to each other, learn about each other. And we have Shasha, the Kinku Bard.
Yes.
We've got Nisa, is that correct?
Yeah.
The Gnome Rogue. We have Yaudel, the Half-Elf Fighter. Thrawn, the Half-Orc Barbarian. And Amadeus, is that correct?
Correct.
The Half-Elf Paladin.
Absolutely.
Okay. You guys will find out who Nick is playing if you guys get there tonight.
Yes.
So, after you guys introduced yourselves to each other and found out you guys are all very colorful individuals, you guys woke to a very powerful fog surrounding you. And when you woke, you were not in the same forest that you camped out at. And as Nisa explored the fog, she found that it felt as if a wet rag was being placed over her face and she could not breathe. And it seemed like as if you traveled into this fog, you were being suffocated. And after traveling west for a couple of hours, you came to a buttress which led to, let's see. Sorry, I gotta remember what happened. Yes. Shasha and Yaudel both smelled the scent. Was it? No.
Yeah.
Yaudel and Shasha smelled the scent of death. And so, traveling off the path, they found a half-desecrated corpse. And in its hand was a crumpled note speaking of a vampire. And before they knew it, they were attacked by a pack of wolves and a dire wolf. And as the party fought these wolves off and finished off the dire wolf, they could hear more howling in the distance. And as they traveled back onto the path, they turned to see a pack of wolves staring at them from the dense fog, but they just stood there watching and not attacking. So, not wanting to stand there any longer, the party pressed on until they came to an entrance of a rather dull and dreary looking town. And that is where we ended off. So if I remember right, you guys are pretty tired. You guys have been traveling for a good couple of hours today, and you guys got into a pretty rough fight. Some of you got pretty close to being dropped, I believe. So
I was giving out free hugs, okay, guys?
though this town is very basically in shambles, the sight of it is kind of welcoming to you. And actually, the last thing before we ended up was the only sound to cut the silence was the sound of mournful sobbing echoing through the streets from a distance. Okay, so you guys are on the eastward-most part of town, and it basically has a straight road lined with many houses. And would you guys like to venture inside?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Because
We got some good leg meat from the last encounter with your nose.
There.
Why don't we follow our ears and just go down the scent train?
he or she could
I
be
don't-
lost.
I don't deal with crime.
That's not the
You know.
point. We have no other direction to go, otherwise we run into the
This is
fog.
the first place we've come to.
But why the crying?
I would
dear
prefer
Lord.
that over your singing.
I'm pretty good at shutting up the crowd.
Rude.
So let's press on.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Alright.
Fine, fine.
Alrighty.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so as you guys press onward to the center of town, as you guys begin to pass the houses, you notice that almost all of the windows are dark, and occasionally you can see the shifting of blinds, and you guys can see eyes peering at you as you walk by. And as you notice them, the blinds quickly shut.
Do you know what this town could use? Singing.
No. No, that's the last thing that it needs is singing. It doesn't, no. It's good. We're good. We're
Anybody else notice the houses? The blinds?
Yeah,
Yes, that is why I should sing.
Nothing will stay.
No.
Nothing will change.
You
other
hush,
than
we haven't even met you.
loud
We don't
words.
want to get ran out of this town
My
with
hell.
pitchforks and torches
Right now it's
for
just
that performance. We're not performers.
I have
We are
never-
adventurers.
I
We
have
are
never
adventurers.
had a pitchfork thrust at me before.
Oh my god, I should
I
be
never
serious
had my
right now.
ears bleed until about, I don't know, a couple hours ago.
Rude.
Rude indeed.
Okay,
Let's-
can we do something please
I'm
instead
sorry,
of
were you
bickering?
speaking?
Yes.
Oh.
I was.
Wow, he's really coming out of his shell.
Oh my gosh.
He turns his head. I go into stealth. Okay.
So as you guys argue, as you travel this path,
We're
you
not
notice
quiet.
two buildings of interest standing out, with rickety wooden signs dangling from the front door. Let me see. On your left, you see a store called Bildreth's Mercantile, and on the right, you guys see a tavern.
What's a tavern?
Really?
That is where I make money.
I'm an outlander. I just travel through the woods mostly. This is new to me.
Money, money.
I have that.
We make it at the tavern.
And how do we do that?
I sing.
Any other options?
Excuse me.
You are excused.
Were you not? You guys can follow your crying. I will go sing.
Well, maybe we should first see if they want to hire you to sing, possibly.
I know.
From where we are, standing in front of these two buildings, what direction is the crying coming from?
It actually sounds like it is coming from, roll me a perception, actually.
I'm too busy arguing.
That's
I
what
went.
we're
I
doing.
went to stealth.
Yeah.
8.
8. Okay.
At least I roll 1.
Anybody else present want to attempt to pinpoint which direction this is coming from?
Sure, what do I do?
Roll your d20 and add your perception.
That's...
The big.
I was
It's
gonna
a
say,
big
what's-
one.
This is the other one of it, right?
Mhm.
Alright. 17?
17 on die.
What's your perception?
That's fine. That's more than enough.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I didn't even bother to...
So you can pinpoint that the sound of the crying is coming from the house directly behind Bildreth's Mercantile.
Bill Rath's Mercantile?
Mercantile? Yeah.
Oh, Mercantile, okay.
So, yeah, you
Bill
guys
Rath's
see y'all
McIntyre,
kind
yeah.
of point and say, like, oh, it's coming from this building back there.
Hey, since we got closer to the tavern, the crying has gotten louder. Seems to be coming from over there.
Okay, so with a stealth of 29, I go towards that area and not tell anybody else.
Why am I not surprised that the midget
Where's
is
the
missing?
halfling?
Okay.
Every
So,
freaking time.
Oh,
Maybe
you-
she listened to me sing.
So as
Would
you get
explain what she's
closer, a moaning sob
Ooh.
floats through the still gray streets, coloring your thoughts with sadness. The sounds flow from a dark two-story townhouse.
Well, I go investigate the townhouse.
Okay, so
Or Nisa does, not me. I'm sitting here.
We have established this, yes. Oh, wait,
Okay.
I'm not here.
This
Not
halfling
yet.
So
just
as you
disappeared
get
on
closer,
some
you
cutting
see
it.
that all the windows have been boarded up, but the front door does not seem to have anything suggesting that it's barred.
Could I investigate the door for traps?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh. That's 7.
7. You see a perfectly normal door.
Alright, well then I'm gonna go try to open the perfectly looking door.
Alright. So besides creaking awful loudly, nothing seems to go off.
Too bad I'm
And
not there.
it leads into a very on the vine tavern. Okay. So
That's a weird name.
that's what she said. So basically, as you're peering into it and getting ready to explore there, also, you guys basically
That sounds cool.
I know you're hopping back and forth. And Yellow, are you staying on the street?
I think I didn't have a choice.
I'm gonna roll a strength check.
So you might not know where Nisa went, but you know that Nisa is not the rest of them.
Yeah, I can notice.
And actually, you could probably, let's see, what is your passive? Your passive is 10. That'd be enough. You heard the creaking of the door hinges, so...
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, you're rolling a strength check, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab y'all. He's not going anywhere.
Oh, so you trying to grapple Yellow?
Yes, it's gonna be a 19.
19, so you're gonna have to roll either a athletics check or an acrobatics check.
Alright, which
Whichever
is
is higher.
the D20 as well?
Yep, a d20, and then you add your acrobatics or your athletics, whichever is higher. Should be underneath your saving throw box, I believe.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, never mind.
it's athletics because I don't have anything for acrobatics.
Okay.
4 plus 3 is 7.
Yeah, he easily just kind of like...
And
So you
had
just
me.
kind of feel yourself just get lifted, and you find yourself over this half-orc's shoulder.
Petting her thumb.
I guess, and he's over my shoulder.
Alright, now that you have this half-elf, which you find rather light because he is half-elf.
My life
really
is
good with him.
Stop
I
that.
go to the tavern with us.
Alright.
Looking out from the tab. Why is he bench
The opportunity of splitting into two has just gone down the drain. Take it away.
So, an interesting note, as you guys get closer to this sign, you know that it originally read Blood of the Vine, but an N has been scratched over the F. So now it says Blood on the Vine.
That does look like a really weird on.
I don't know,
New
since
ownership, maybe?
I'm turned around, I can't see anything.
Oh, here, sorry.
Really? I mean, I can hear too, you know. Jeez. Oh my god,
Because
what am
Cannon,
I
you pet his
doing?
butt.
Oh my god.
No, I went like this, I went outside.
No, it's too late.
Yeah.
I said
All
don't
right.
touch that.
So, as you guys push your way into the tavern, you see that this once finally appointed tavern has grown shoddy over the years. A blazing fire in the hearth gives scant warmth to the few huddled souls within. They include a barkeeper, 3 women sitting around a single table, and 2 figures sitting in a corner seat, kind of hidden away. The firelight doesn't seem to reach them as much, and they're kind of huddled and whispering to each other. But with that, Nisa. So you said you head upstairs? Okay.
Society's kind of dumb.
Alright, now that you are
Yeah.
upstairs, it is rather obvious that the sobbing is coming from a certain room. The door isn't completely closed, but it's not open enough for you to peer into. But you know that the sound sounds like it comes from a more older woman.
I can't hear from underneath the door.
You could try.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do something like that. Is that a perception roll, or?
Yeah, do perception.
Oh, that is also a 7.
So as you kind of get down on all fours and you go to look, you kind of hit your head on the hard wooden floor.
Just
Bonk.
Don't mind me, my respawn's on the fritz.
And then, however, as you kind of gain composure, you don't notice any difference in the sound of crying, as if maybe whoever is crying has not noticed you yet.
okay. Yeah, I don't have to make like a, because it doesn't require any type of concentration to maintain stealth.
No,
so I wouldn't have to.
I rolled a perception,
Okay,
so you're
alright.
fine.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just
I'm going to
put my
explore.
hand against the door.
Okay. Are you gonna try to, like, quietly do it?
I'm going to as quiet as I can.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your better feature.
Yeah.
Woohoo! That is a 30, ladies and gentlemen.
Natural 20.
Travel proficiencies on road.
Shaolin stealth check. Got it.
So before you press, and remembering the door downstairs, you walk over to the hinges and you kind of spit on the hinges a little bit. And then as you lightly press, it makes no sound and just silently glides open, leading into a dark bedroom. And and in the center of the room, you see what looks as if an elderly woman in rags with a hood up, with her back facing you, kind of on the floor, kind of rocking back and forth, and just kind of sobbing.
Okay, let me investigate any type of weapons on her.
Okay.
That is a 24.
Okay, 24. You do not see any weaponry of any kind.
Okay.
However, you do notice that she's holding a bundle, like a swaddled bundle, in her arms, and she's just rocking over it, crying.
Oh. I turn around, step away from that, and I tiptoe down to the first floor. And if Story is allowing me to get out of this building, I will also do that.
Okay. Well, I mean, with that 30 and the previous, 29 you said you
Yeah.
had or whatever?
Yeah.
You're able to easily sneak out, and you don't notice. And as you kind of get back outside, you can just still hear the echoing of the sobbing kind of going through the fog.
Hair got a little grayer, didn't it? So what have we learned?
This tavern is pretty bleak.
Like, seriously, I'm
Alright, what are you planning on doing as soon as
I'm going to have to see if I can do... oh, that's not going to work. I'm going to do my best to flat roll survival check to see if I can find any footprints of my companions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's only gonna be 2 sets of
That's an 11.
11? Okay. Yeah, you don't see like much traffic going up and down the streets, and what looks like the most fresh prints are going into the tavern that you noticed earlier.
Okay, well, I'll go into the tavern then.
Okay, so as you enter the tavern, you don't find yourself too far behind everybody else. They're kind of peering around the tavern. So,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Christian, can I sense that she came in?
Yeah, I broke stealth.
Since he's
Okay.
looking
I
at
broke
the door.
Oh, there you are.
Action is to walk up to whoever looks like they're running the place.
okay.
I'm gonna go. Well, the three of us are gonna go since I have control.
Misa, come on, follow the big guy.
Anytime
Karen.
you can attempt to try to break free if you want.
You look like
I don't
Fiona
think
from
I'm-
Shrek. Talking to donkey.
Donkey!
I don't think I'm gonna have that option. See?
Alright, so, looking around, you see a pudgy little man standing behind the bar. And you see him sitting there cleaning a glass, cleaning it down with a slightly dirty rag. And he seems very focused on it, but it doesn't seem like he's all there. He's just cleaning it, and then he sets it down, grabs the next one, starts cleaning it, puts it down. Like, he's not like moving his face or anything. It just seems like he's just robotically just rotating this task over and over again.
So I walk right up to the bar and I take out my hand drum and I kind of go on it and go, "Excuse me, good sir, do you need entertainment for your patrons?"
Here we go again.
Shut up, you.
So he kind of slows down and he kind of looks at you and goes, "Would you like a drink?"
No, I would like to entertain your patrons.
And he just kind of rotates it again, and he just kind of keeps just staring at you with just dull, hollow eyes.
I'm going to go perform.
Okay.
Can I roll for an intimidation against the rookie? Kind of try and snap him out of this robotic assembly line he's in.
I like
Go
walk
ahead.
away and bird huff like feathers. on a
Meanwhile, I'm observing
It's,
Misan's
it's a
facial
10.
expressions here.
10. Okay. So you kind of like walk it, like slam your fist down on the table.
Wait, when did you put Yabble down?
You didn't.
Still on my
Oh
shoulder.
yeah, with one arm. You slam
He's
him
doing
down.
all this with
No, I was gonna say the 2 arms, so my body just goes.
Kind of give him your best snarl, and he just kind of sits there. He slows down. He just stops, stares at you. I get you a drink, and he just kind of keeps. And then you notice that he finishes wiping up the last mug, and then he grabs the first mug and starts wiping it, and then puts it on the other side. And he just kind of grabs it and just wiping it, puts it down.
This guy's crazy, right?
I don't know. I can't see. My ass is in his face.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on.
Thank you.
I'm trying to run away.
Sorry, my respawn's on the fritz.
So,
Excuse me, sir.
Give me a perception
No.
check.
Okay. Ignored as always.
Yeah. Whoever's in the ball.
I would just be open.
Yeah, so you're kind of entering, and you see, as you enter, you see Thrawn just slamming his face down, trying to intimidate this person, but they just don't seem like they're having any of it.
Okay.
And that's what you're first greeted to.
What am I trying to perceive? I guess I wouldn't know until
Yeah.
12.
Well,
She got a.
Yeah, that didn't happen in 9.
I didn't even roll on my bad.
oh yeah, do that.
16.
It's
And
actually 4
perception?
total.
Yeah, perception.
16's high enough.
Okay, whatever.
So,
Good thing I put you down.
Yes, otherwise he wouldn't have done this at all. Brute.
okay, so, as you kind of like peer around, you see that as you kind of enter to get to the bar, you guys pass a table that has 3 women kind of huddled around the table, and you now see that they're like this, peering back at you guys. At least you're the only one who notices.
Well,
Because
because
you're
I was
trying to play
staring
the
at
drum or
them.
whatever, and you're like still like
I would like,
glaring.
I would like to do a performance check though, because I do have popular demand, and
Shasha really wants to prove that.
Because my respawn's on fritz. I'm not even hard.
Does my explorer pack up?
Not yet.
Okay. So, Amadeus and Nick, you guys now have also noticed the group that just walked in. So you guys have stopped talking to each other for a moment, and you guys have both also are kind of watching to see what's going on here. Because until now, it's been very quiet. You know, even your guys' whispering almost feels like you're yelling. Like this is how dead quiet it is.
I'm staring at the barkeep, pay no attention to me.
Hey, Thrawn.
I did
Yeah, what's up?
a 14.
A 14. Okay, so you just start
I
playing.
think we're being stared at.
Yeah, playing my drum and singing.
Okay.
I sing
everywhere.
Bette Midler. It seems appropriate here.
Bette Midler.
Can we make a perception check to see if we notice them looking at us?
No, he said that I already know.
Oh, you already
That's why I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're so focused on the bar, like you're like, this always works. This always
Well, that's
works.
what I was trying to go for. Like I'm
Yeah,
trying
he's
to.
trying to pull me out of my glare.
You're kind of like shook from seeing
Sure,
your
yeah.
half-orc friend attempting to shake down the bartender.
No,
on
I'm
apparently the first meeting.
Still shook from.
Oh yeah.
Waiting for him to figure it out.
Yep.
So yeah.
We don't know that.
Do you do anything at all when you notice that everybody else has eyes on you now?
Just trying to get my attention.
So is there something I can do to like, actually snap him out of that?
I mean, you could.
Smack him on the ass.
I mean, you
That would definitely do it.
Honestly,
Sorry?
you can say something. You
I
can
did.
poke him. Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
So I tap him on the arm I can reach, the part of his arm I can reach. Hey, Thrawn.
I had lower elbow.
Hey, lower elbow, Thrawn.
What?
It's getting very awkward in here.
It's just your personality.
No, everyone's kind of turned around and stared at us, and this is very uncomfortable.
So by this point, you notice that the 3 ladies are staring at you, and then the 2 men are staring at you from the corner table.
I'm
They seem
not
to be-
commanding everybody's attention.
Nope.
And now and then you guys see this bird-headed humanoid-looking creature with bright pink
Yep, bright pink feathers.
It just pulled out a drum and just like hitting on it, and it just breaks the silence, and it's almost like a roar with how quiet it's been the entire day. But it's rather a relatively nice beat.
Relatively nice.
Yeah, I mean, from this dull and dreary tavern, it's rather welcoming. So, but yeah, so you guys now notice that. Well, probably
We're the
center
of
focused on playing.
I don't see anything.
Little
I
one.
mean, I could do a perception
Little
now that we're
Come over
doing
here, quick,
perception, but-
quick.
Okay.
Oh,
Hurry.
I can see things. I rolled 17 on that this time.
Oh,
Alright,
once again, that would have been.
Calling the little one.
I changed to my high roller.
I'm calling the little one.
I'll walk over to the half-orc.
Okay. So, Thrawn, you see this human with like shoulder-length, like dirty, sandy blonde hair. He's kind of got nice attire on. You can see that it's old and kind of the threadbare, but at one point it was like a very nice-looking outfit.
It's a little worn.
It's not made of the animals he's killed.
Yeah.
Got
The colors are a little splotchy because, multiple washings and stuff like that, but...
Okay. Can I help you?
I introduce myself. Yes, my name is Ismark. I am in dire need, and I think you and your group of companions can help me.
I'm just gonna ignore the bird at this point.
Let us discuss this over drinks and food, my treat.
What? Don't look at me.
Wait, you said a drink?
Yeah.
Drinks and food on me. I need one.
Yeah.
You can have it.
Free for me to start.
Okay.
All right, we'll indulge you.
Okay.
So Ismark kind of brings you on over to his table, and to which, when he brings you there, you see a half-elf dressed in armor, kind of sitting there, sipping away at his wine, and he was in a previous consort with Ismark. And actually, he was also discussing the same matter with Amadeus, only for a couple of minutes. So, Amadeus, you find yourself in this town as well. You were somehow whisked to this really dull and dreary world. You made your way to this town. You found the tavern, and then you were instantly kind of swept up by this man. So, pleading for help.
Well, I can never turn down a young man who is in need, but still trying to figure out what we're supposed to do together.
Yes. So, now the drinks have arrived.
Yeah. So,
Can I interrupt for just a second? Montel, what is your physical description? We don't.
Oh, yeah.
We've never met you.
give me like a description of your character.
I
Paint a
am.
picture.
Ugly.
I.
Can't disagree.
I cannot fight that. I can't fight that. What you see is a half elf who has black hair, pale complexion, very much strong musculature, but he has a poise about him as if he is above others. So he tends to think that, certain people are above him, but you see a sense of duty about him as well. He'll give you a hard time, but he'll still help you. So he's in his plate armor, very clean, very well taken care of, and you see two hammers leaning against his chair, always ready to go. And he considers looking at his companion, though not as smartly dressed as he will still go through the pits of hell for him, because it is, as a paladin of Torm, it is my responsibility to take care of all who cannot take care of themselves.
Okay. So as you guys sit around and you guys kind of talk to Amadeus a little bit, Ismark kind of waves down the bartender who pours a couple of drinks and he now brings it over to you. So you each have a small plate of food, nice and warm. It looks kind of mushy and not the best looking food, but from what you guys have been going through the past couple hours, it's kind of welcome. But the wine itself is what you guys are probably more interested in.
Yep.
Yep, there goes Strahd. Okay, so after a couple of minutes, and as Ismark allows you to kind of horp down your food, he kind of gets to the matter at hand, I suppose.
So after I finish, if it's been a couple of minutes after I finish one or two songs, I'll actually join them at the table.
Okay.
Thank God. This sounds dreadful.
Yeah, she
Pardon
sounds-
me, I rolled fairly high on my performance.
He's so snooty booty.
So, Shanka, with your
She.
This is she.
with your passive perception during your performance, you notice that the three women, rather than doing this now, have completely rotated their chairs around and are now facing you, just watching you, and they're kind of smiling. They got a small smile on their face. You know, they're enjoying it, but they don't say anything to you. And when you finish, they kind of give you a little clap,
I kind of flourish about it, trim away.
and then that's when you sit down and probably eat your food real quick.
That was wonderful, Shasha.
Thank you. That was very kind of you, Notbird.
It actually really wasn't that bad considering the track record.
And
Maybe it's the acoustics.
after they finish clapping, they turn back around and kind of huddle together, sitting there, occasionally peering over their shoulders, looking at you at the table.
I'm like preening, like tossing my feathers, like, oh, I have fans.
Okay. So, here's Mark.
Yes, you adventurers could not have come at a better time. My sister Irina is in grave danger, and I need your help. The devil Strahd is after her. She has been bitten twice already, and I'm scared he will charm her and steal her away. She needs to be taken to the city of Vallaki, and I cannot do it alone.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What was the name you said?
Irina?
No, the one attacking Irina.
The devil Strahd?
The Devil's
Was
Straw.
there a letter about that?
Yeah. It's that letter that I read early. That I read earlier. That I only read. That,
Can I take
Excuse
a
me?
look at the letter? We never actually had a chance. But
well, that's the thing. We had so much going on, and and now here we is. There's my proof that we are here looking for the girl.
Why are you
You
guys
found a letter about devil Strahd. Do you mind if I see this letter?
What?
Do you mind if I see this letter?
It'll cost you.
I'm paying for your drinks and dinner.
Well, in good faith that we will help you, and we will gladly help.
Excuse me?
For sure.
Are you making
right?
decisions for all of us?
I mean, we're on the table,
I'm gonna
so.
roll that
How
for
big
shit.
is the city where we must
Can I-
go?
Correct me if I can't say this. I will pay you handsomely. Just please let me see this letter.
Alright.
And so he hands you the letter, and like before you even open it, you notice that the seal is very familiar.
This is my father's seal.
But
My
it's
sister
fine.
is not.
What?
You don't have to, but I mean,
it's just.
Did anybody?
I'm gonna roll it for intimidation.
Did nobody else
so
notice that
you know
Nissan
that
was
now
missing
your
now?
dad has
Just me.
plans.
Where did you go?
Basically, you're trying to accomplish the
You
same
like-
thing.
Stop talking over me.
I just went through that over there.
How did they come across
in
this?
I did not.
Thank you.
Over
It's
there.
extremely
How
appreciated.
did
That
you?
building was just unreal.
How did you find this letter?
We found it off the dead body.
This letter was from my father. He was escorting this letter to I do not know who for the same plan that I am trying to do.
Did that make
Yes. So I'm kind of distraught right now because I found my father's letter. He was trying to do the same thing that I was trying to do.
give people money?
No,
to
no.
Save the sister? The daughter?
So-
What's the thing?
My sister, his daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I see the letter?
They're all related.
You want to see?
Let me get some information for you.
Yeah.
Quick. Let me get to it.
I don't read. Yes, you should-
Why the
I'm happy with that.
50.
Okay.
What?
I shall read it up. Hail thee,
This
my
guy just keeps
dollar.
getting weirder and weirder.
I,
Burgermaster.
Burgomeister of Barovia, send you honor with this band. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina
Kolyanovich.
we should have the Alfredus. Has been
No, it's too late.
past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drank the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, Give us
Don't
up
you
for
dare.
dead and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves, and save the world from this evil fate of ours.
I already rolled for stealth.
Can't help but notice.
Hold
this
on,
didn't
hold on,
mention
Tron.
riches.
Hold on.
I'm not done yet. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Koilan Indirovich, Burgomeister.
Okay. So,
I have not encountered this language before.
Ismark, when you request a description of the dead body, it matches a man named Dalvin, who was one of your father's employees or something like that. Yeah, basically. So, and it kind of saddens you to hear of his death, but you know that there's more important things at hand.
I
So,
always liked him.
Your father.
I was talking about Sir.
Oh.
Good job,
So
Tron.
stealth check of 15.
what are you trying to stealth from exactly?
My part.
Well, you beat all the passive
Yeah,
perception.
I do.
Sneak under the table.
I am trying to get out of the bar.
Oh my goodness.
My gosh. There's some explaining to do.
Where is Nisa?
We all know exactly where Nisa went.
Can't help but notice that Nisa didn't fill us completely in on this letter.
You think?
Well, it was true about the riches.
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
When did she ever say we would get paid, though?
When she read it.
Did she?
She didn't properly read it, Shasha.
That's fair.
And now she's not here, so.
No.
I'm just saying, that seems pretty guilty.
Do you think she killed the man?
No, I
No.
don't think that.
Are you sure we want to ask them for help? They don't seem very organized.
I
With this problem,
Also,
we need all the help we can get.
Whoever's listening is going to get a very, very abrupt bump noise.
hold on a second. Did you say that loud enough for the party to hear?
Can we make a.
You to him. Did you say that loud enough for the party
Yes,
to hear?
yes.
Okay, so then I. Hold on a second.
When I get upset, my voice changes.
I have the wrong spell list. Never mind. I was gonna cast Prestidigitation.
No.
What are you talking about? The upper right hand corner
So
is that one, and it's
Never
that
mind.
Dungeon
Okay,
Master.
I thought it moved and I thought it got the
History
instead.
lesson on.
I did move this a
Strahd.
little bit
I
because I was
don't-
picking up more of this than you guys.
History. Can I roll and you cover for them? As if it was me speaking.
There's some balance. I'm going to get back. I'm
If
making
you-
fun.
I would- oh my gosh. So, pretty much everybody here.
I usually take Prestidigitation for my
From,
work.
yeah, from the side would have that. So, let me get this information out.
I need to get another
Do you want
character.
me to roll for history?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
You would know. Let's see
Where is it? Is it under
if I can find a summary, basically.
I like how I stabbed her with my pencil. She didn't even flinch.
What does that say? Means you do it a lot better.
You probably shouldn't talk about that on a stream.
The poor cat. Look,
So what are we gonna do?
I want to ask Nisa some questions.
Nisa is somewhere.
Yeah, apparently.
Incognito.
maybe she loves the crying.
Oh no, that happened earlier.
You guys don't know.
I'm assuming.
I'm saying that she's doing it now because she was wanting to do it earlier, but then we came to the bar instead.
Yeah, but Nisa also wasn't with us when we came before the bar.
But she was here after.
I don't know. I wanted to ask Nisa. Don't look at me, please. You mighty elf lord.
Well, this is going quite nicely so far.
I'm just going to keep chugging.
Indeed.
But the drinks are flowing.
The drinks are free tonight.
I take offense to that. I am a skilled bard.
Apparently.
I whisper into his ear. What's your deal?
When you're miscellaneous, you quite can understand that anyway.
Understood.
Was he speaking meaningful words?
Yes.
I say that in
You can't hear what we just said.
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
see for-
They speak bird.
Basically what you heard.
It's racist, isn't it? A little bit. I've never seen a bird person before.
I am called the Kenku.
Bless you.
A Kenku.
Bless you again.
From elf to elf, it's not as nice.
Expulsion of air, bless you anyway.
Alright, so, starting to look a little nervous and a little impatient, Ismark will explain to you guys that the Devil Strahd has been terrorizing Barovia for well over 400 years. It seems like his minions just kind of travel along the land, also spreading terror. And within the past couple months, Ismark's adopted sister, Arena, has been visited by the Devil Strahd himself twice, and he has bitten her on each occasion. And he will also inform you that he does not wish for Arena to remain in Barovia. He wants her to be as far away as possible, as if to break the grasp that Strahd is attempting to hold on to his adopted sister.
Breaking character, I never said she was adopted.
Yeah.
The letter did.
The letter.
Yeah.
Ow. Fair.
So, so he says, he kind of looks at the party at the table, and he says, you look as if you're somewhat seasoned adventurers, but maybe not quite strong enough to slay Strahd. But I believe you guys are up to the task of whisking my sister away, at least away from the castle Ravenloft. And
I did say to ask nicely when you first read the letter.
I'm sorry. Did you say over 400 years?
yeah.
You are asking us for heroic deeds.
Yes.
We should do it.
Over 400 years.
I will distract him.
I'm sorry.
Are you sure about this?
So
Yes. I could not be more sure of anything in my life.
Wait. But how long have you guys been here in this situation?
So Ismark was born here.
Okay.
So he's been here his whole life.
Yeah.
And he will also remark that, looking at your guys' regalia, you guys aren't from Barovia. And he says that there are occasionally people like you that show up. And they always seem to go missing or found dead. So, whether they're attempting to fight Strahd or perhaps Strahd finds them. But, yeah.
I
He
realize.
is not good news to Barovia, and the land would be much better without him.
Yes.
I agree we should help.
I don't really think we have much of a choice since we can't wander around.
Can we at least get a night's rest? We've kind of gone through the route today.
Yes. Once you finish eating and drinking, come back to my manor. We will rest there.
May I entertain everyone? I have many tales in my repertoire of people who have performed many heroic deeds, including 3 about vampires.
That might be useful,
So-
actually.
When you bring up the whole "you guys can't leave" thing, Ismark kind of jumps up a little bit, and he also tells you that no one can leave Strahd's domain until Strahd is dead. Upon killing Strahd, it will release the land of Barovia back into the real world, and the people will be free to leave. But right now, they kind of live in this plane of torment, essentially.
Is that why they all look unanimated?
Give
Drain.
actually, give me a history check, I suppose.
True.
No, I rolled a.
I think you have a plus 0.
No, it's +2, so it's more.
Yeah. Okay.
We're rolling it now.
You will just remark that a very large number of Barovia's inhabitants are very much similar to the barkeeper. Or they just seem kind of just not there almost. So you will say that the people in this land do not feel emotions. The only true thing that they can feel is fear itself.
Yes.
Are you just not scary enough?
No, I do not think that's the problem, Shasha.
We had a long day. It might be off.
I feel that we can
You were very bloody earlier.
Can I roll a perception?
A single perception?
A perception check.
For what?
Anything in particular?
Yes.
You
Yes. Can I roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Perception. I got a 3. I noticed.
No, you don't notice anything.
Nope.
What was it? Yeah.
What were you trying
What
to
I
notice?
wanted, what I wanted to notice was a dire wolf flying back, asking where it came from, but I rolled 3.
It's in my bag.
Yeah.
Let's see what I noticed.
Yeah. I see its toe.
Is there something we can do to stop that one from leaving?
Well, actually, that was the interesting thing because I wanted to stay. I didn't want to break. So, I wanted to get away from my party because I know I kind of did them dirty, and I wanted to leave the bar. I do want to find a way out of this place, but I don't want to go to the other place of interest either. So, I need to figure out where else am I gonna go.
The table seems pretty solid.
So I thought to myself, it might be better that I stay outside the bar, and I think I will stalk my team until I feel appropriate to break up. So no, I don't get anything that you guys talked about, so I obviously won't know how to get out, but I don't know where else to go.
And so, is there something that I can do for that? Maybe.
I mean, his stealth was 15, so.
Yeah.
Probably not then.
I mean, upon realizing that he's not here anymore, tell her roll perception. She's sorry.
That's probably gonna fail. Hold on, what's my perception over here?
Yeah, you could actively pursue me. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna go look for you. I was like,
Okay.
let me. Where's my perception?
It is right below nature, right above performance.
That doesn't help me. I'm
It's
sorry.
not. You have
Your
to
skills.
Skills.
Yeah.
I like cheese, so maybe.
Not helpful. Okay. I thought I overlooked that a few times then. I know where it is. We found it.
Yeah, it's +2.
+2? Oh, I thought there was a number there.
Roll high.
I doubt it. Now that you said it.
Wow.
Roll 1.
16 plus 2 is 18.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna go look for Nissan.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So you kind of peer around and you don't see anything like under the tables or in the shadowy location, but you don't really see any other places to hide. So you kind of the next best option is like perhaps she stepped outside, and as you kind of peer out the door, you can kind of see this gnome kind of just crouching, like looking around, so waiting.
So I did.
Yeah, you found her.
Oh crap.
Wait.
You don't see her.
Don't freak out.
Okay, you're not gonna kill me, alright?
We've known each other for how long?
A day.
What happened during battle today?
I climbed up the tree and you guys killed a bunch of wolves.
Yes, and was I not near you?
I mean,
I sense your area of location, essentially.
you're not really driving the point here.
Okay, look. Look. Thrawn is a little is understated. A lot upset, but I'm upset too, but that's not the point. I think you leaving, you missed quite a bit of information in there.
Look,
We need your help, otherwise we're all gonna get stuck here and possibly die.
Okay, alright.
That's all I'm giving you.
Just gonna have to choose them. Alright? No touching the merchandise here. Okay?
What merchandise?
Look.
You can have your boobs to yourself.
I'm talking about my boobs. I'm talking about my ass. I'm talking about my gear.
You're very useful, Matt. Look, that's besides the point. Are you gonna stay with us or not?
Alright, look, just as long as the big guy doesn't touch me with it, okay?
He's carried me over his shoulder. I can't promise
Not
that.
right now, he's not.
Yes, you didn't see that. I think. Where did you go earlier?
Okay, look. Alright. I'm gonna go come clean you, okay? Alright, look. I went over to the other the place with screaming is, right? I checked it out. So this old woman just balled up in a ball with this pile of mess that I'm assuming that used to be a baby. And it just freaked me out. I had to get out of there. I went over to the tavern, and next thing I know, there's a whole bunch of things going on. Next thing I know, I feel like I'm targeted. I gotta get out of here, but I don't know where to go. So just, let's truce it up. I'm square with you guys. You're square. You guys know what's going on.
Well, no, it's just you and I talking.
Well, no, you do. But I'm just saying, like.
Okay. Can you stealth mode and see if I can talk to Thrawn and see if Thrawn will stop being aggressive?
Alright, yeah, look, I promise I'll stay behind it somewhere. You won't know exactly where, but I'll be in there, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
All right. Also, the house thing, I'm gonna choose to not share.
Okay.
Just so you know.
No, that's fine, yeah. No, yeah.
All right.
That is going to be a...
Well, you don't know. That's good, right? You're gonna stealth into.
Rogues for double proficiency, I'm telling you. Like, ladies and gentlemen, rogues for double proficiency. Holy crap.
All right. So Yaddle comes back inside, finds Group, sits back down. Can feel the eyes on me.
I slightly grew over it and wondering why you left.
I started singing.
Okay.
Just gently this time, not to a crowd.
Okay. Where were you?
I was looking for our missing friend.
And?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
I'm gonna make an intimidation.
I mean, roll charisma.
Which one? The same one?
D20, yeah, plus your charisma modifier.
Where would I find a charisma?
Charisma's the very last tab.
At the bottom of the plus.
Also the plus one.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
Or your saving throws. Whatever. Yeah.
Oh, good grief.
Wait, but do you have any bonuses to it?
It's just, well, it's the charisma, right? And then saving throws, deception, intimidation. The front, no?
So, do you have a plus 0 to your charisma? Is that what you
No, it's a. I got a 4, and then the charisma's plus 1, so 5.
Gotcha, okay.
Sorry, I should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the first time I've seen
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
So we're gonna play that off is because I'm still shook that he picked me up.
And the last time I saw something so scary, it was at a bar with tiefling.
I'm gonna look for my line.
I'll get I'm gonna get another round of drinks. What's gonna happen here? I'll be right back. You handle your business. I'll be back.
Well,
Well, what?
So, you are starting to grow concerned that it is getting later, and you realize that you're a status. So,
What?
Can I roll
Yeah, you're supposed to tell me now.
Can I roll
Okay, well, I did find her. I found her. Okay? She's not gonna be present because we're all ticked off. But,
I'm actually confused.
roll again.
True.
Take the higher number.
Because
You're gonna roll advantage.
It's
the cat.
it keeps taking thing and messing it up.
Yeah. Roll it again if it's bumping into something.
Yeah.
Try to get it without.
So 7 plus 3, 10.
That dice doesn't want you.
I haven't used it in a couple of years. So
Yeah.
it's probably
Rusty.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ismark returns, I'm guessing, to the table with another round of drinks in hand. And he kind of, as he kind of places them in front of you, he's like, he kind of lightly remarks on, like, we should really be getting to my state now.
Yes, I think that is
Because I have beds for you.
that is a wonderful idea. Let's go, please.
Finish first.
What do you want to know? I found her.
Can we discuss this on the way to the manor?
Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
And I pull out my
go.
loot and I like stand up and like,
You
let's
can,
go.
you can
I'm
I'm
looking at
out
you.
like the way you did and question them that way while we walk, but it's getting dark and we really need to get going to Strahd.
Alright, we'll go with Sir Ismark, but I want to do an athletics check to carry Yabba with me while I interrogate.
See, I say it now, bloody hell.
Help.
The number of priests no one's heard of.
That's gonna be a 22.
Just like a
Roll counter.
type of elf that you are.
I don't even think
Just gotta finish my drink.
If you roll a 23, I'm gonna die.
I got it. What am I doing? Rolls have been pretty good.
You're rolling
Athletics saving throw.
Athletics. I have +3 for athletics. So 13.
So, yep, you find yourself lifted up and thrown over his back again.
This is so embarrassing.
Lead the way.
If I would have stayed home, I would still be in my grandeur.
So
At least you're on your
feet
today.
Shush! I don't want to hear from you anymore.
Too bad.
And you're
So-
ready to get ahead out.
Yeah.
So on our way there, all I told him is that I found her and...
Wait, I actually want to get this conversation out.
Oh, okay.
Breaking character, I actually really want to get this.
Alright.
Well, I'm walking. I'm not following. I'm walking.
Well,
Maybe to the face. Tell me.
okay, so I did notice Nissan went to outside of the tavern when I didn't find her inside. So I did find her, okay? I asked why she left. I guess when we found out what was really in the letter, she thought we were probably going to murder her and steal her goodies.
Understandable.
I pretty much said, you can't leave because no one can leave because of the curse, just what we were told. That's it.
We have to work together to get out of it.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't want to exactly properly come back because she's afraid you're going to kill her.
Who's the one in my arms right now?
That sounded awfully romantic.
That has nothing to do with me. Your anger is not towards me, it's towards Nissan.
Anger is directed toward killing things, yes. But if we are to work together to escape, then that is what we will do, and I will not kill her.
That's all she wants to know. Ah! Rude. Alright, well, at some point, we're gonna have to tell her that whenever she decides to show her face around you, but she is around. I don't know if she heard us or not, but she's around.
Fair enough.
Um,
You did not hear the conversation.
No, I've been busy playing my loot and walking.
So did both of them hear it or just that one?
I'm not sure why it worked.
Okay.
But everybody but you flailing about a loot.
I would assume I heard it because I'm leading the group.
Yeah.
Alright, so, as you guys are exiting the tavern, Shasha, you feel a hand grab your wrist and kind of pull you back a little bit. And as you turn, you see one of the women sitting at the table, kind of just holding your wrist. She has a smile on and stuff like that. She's like, I just wanted to say, that was a beautiful performance tonight. And I heard about what your friends and you were trying to do. And you should see Madame Ava at the Circle encampment.
I'm sorry. The what?
The Sir
The circle?
Circle.
Circle of
Enchantment.
Oh, thank you.
Circle of encampment.
Basically, yeah. And
What was that? What was the name? Saria?
Ava.
Bless you.
For who are
Bless
who am I
you.
supposed to
Hey,
say?
you!
Ava,
Thank you for me.
Oh,
Madame Ava.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
She said,
Merci.
"You should stop by and get a fortune reading from Madame Eva at the Circle encampment, which is that is west of Barovia. So, let's see how you guys get there.
Yes. So while he's doing that, I would like to have a conversation with the paladin.
My name. Just my
Yes.
class.
Well, I was gonna say, do we know your name yet?
I'm a days. I turn around.
Technically hasn't introduced himself to us.
It's because he's looking down on all of us.
Yes.
That's how we're gonna remember your name.
So if you, since you have told us your name, I turn around and I say, "Sir, may I ask your name?"
I am Amadeus.
Nice to meet you.
It was a pleasure.
And then,
I think.
if you found out what you were, I was just gonna pass time. If you found what you wanted.
Yeah. So she, the woman tells you to continue heading west outside of Barovia, and when you come to the fork in the road, take the right path. And that should lead you to the encampment.
Fork right.
Just like a bird.
Bird brain.
You guys can't hear this. You guys
No, we
No.
can't. No, we can do jokes.
We're adding to the
Leave
lore.
you in there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
So we're also
Stay a little
walking on
back.
continuing, and she's just still back there.
Falling back a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we were having our little intimidation.
And I have fans talking to me.
Okay.
They're giving me tips, even if it's
Okay.
not funny.
But she'll add, so everybody else is kind of left, hasn't noticed your absence from the party.
Which is amazing because I'm not quiet.
I was gonna say because
I think it's all we're still happy.
Nissan is not near, technically near us, but she noticed, or
Oh, I hear all of this. I'm following you guys. You guys are. it's not
but
like
you're
you guys are-
keeping your distance, or are you stealth?
No, I'm
close by?
stealthing like right behind you guys.
So you okay?
So yeah, so I'm moving at half movement, so you guys wouldn't be like using your straight full speed. So I would still be able to keep up with you with my half movement.
The bard is
I just wanted to know if you were keeping.
to the ladies. I'm going to be. I'm going to say. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you appreciate my art as I have been practicing it since birth. Is there
Is that all?
is there anything else I can do for you? Give you a tale of a hero, perhaps?
So you'll see that they kind of shake their head a little bit, like, you go, catch up with your friends. You have much to do in the coming days. But I will say, we are Vistani. We love dance, music, and wines. So be sure, when you stop by the encampment, to regale some tales or play some music for my people. And they will welcome you with open arms.
I thank you so much. I love any place to perform, and if I ever return, please stop by to listen to me again.
And I'll kind of nod and then kind of sit back down at the table.
Yeah, and I just kind of like bird skip away now.
Yep.
And you gave no matter to Master Ava, right?
To who?
Exactly.
I honestly heard masturbating, so.
Master Ava.
Master Ava. Okay.
Wow.
Madam Ava.
Madam.
This has to be for a halfling.
Oh, it's very slow. So yeah, it would be like, I mean, you have to round up plus or minus 5, so rounding down actually would be rounding down. So it'd be 10 because yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
So I'm like skipping and dancing to catch up with them.
Okay. So as you kind of catch up, there's like a four-way in the middle of the town, and Ismark begins to take you down the southern path, and Nisa, you guys basically pass. You guys come up to the house that you had found the sobbing old lady at, and it is quite audible to you guys too.
What's that noise?
Maybe I can cheer her up with my songs. You know,
I think we should just go to bed.
I found somewhere to perform, and I'm not going to tell
I'd
you.
like to interject. It is getting late. There is a lot going on in this town. We must be going. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
At least he was kind and reasonable.
We're going to choose to not respond to that.
Okay. So you guys gonna pass the house and continue following his mark down this path?
Yes.
I kind of keep my ear on it as we
Oh,
pass by.
I just thought of something. Can I stop and make a quick interjection?
Sure.
To the house?
Okay. So if I look back at you and I say, if you would like to go and sing to her, I don't know the direction of the house. Continue down this road and directions, and the house will be right there. If you want to meet us there. If you feel so compelled to go and try and cheer this lady up.
Shasha, I really don't think we need to separate right now.
If I may be interject, it's not a good idea.
What is your name?
I'm Amadeus, bird lady.
Is that a female name?
Indeed.
Is it a
Are you playing
female?
female?
No, dear lord.
Oh, okay. You threw me off completely.
Shasha, no.
The elves are always the
I was about to say, because
hardest
your
to
description was one black hair, buff dude.
I'm gonna go with
That's,
them
that's
now.
still there. I'm still booked.
Do what you want.
Why are you being so mean?
I extended that gesture to you because I know it is something that you like to do, and I know it is something you want to do. So I told you how to get to the house. So that way
We
you can
can-
do it if you wanted to.
We can come back to the house another time. Can we just go and rest, please?
We shall come back in the morning before we leave for your sister.
Another time. Yes, another time. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. So he begins to
Nice job.
take
See what I'm
you
doing.
south. Okay. And
Outstanding.
after a bit of stretch, a nice little walk, again you notice that the curtains are kind of getting pulled and people are watching you. And then
I'm
anytime
walking
you
and singing again
Mhm.
while playing my lute. I'm in a good mood. They gave me compliments.
Low profile.
Okay. So, yep. So a weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron gate. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been trampled down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish off the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
When you said manor,
Come inside, I'll explain everything.
this is a piece of crap.
Fran,
Aren't you from the wilds?
Yeah, but come on.
it's a roof over our heads.
I have to agree, it is rather crappy.
We
So
have a
ungrateful.
fireplace.
Thank you.
I have
We can stay
feathers,
warm.
but you are correct.
Oh boy.
Okay, so Shasha, Yaudel, and Thrawn, as you guys kind of get closer to the threshold of the manor, you notice that the trampled weeds all around the mansion are caused by scores of wolf paw prints as well as human footprints. Okay.
Does this look familiar?
These paw prints, we've seen them already today. Are you plagued by the dire wolves?
Yes. Come inside and I will explain.
Okay.
It smells of mold, but I will follow.
I think it's shelter from more dire wolves.
All right. So Ismark, as you approach the front door, you kind of bang your fist against it, and you guys can hear the sound kind of echoing inside the manor. And from inside, you hear the voice of a female go, "Who goes there?"
It is I, Ismark. Open the door.
Yeah, so you'll hear, "Oh, Ismark," and then you'll hear like something like heavy being shifted to the side, and the door opens, and
Well protected.
mm-hmm.
We're really good state-of-the-art security system.
Yeah. And Ismark will kind of disappear inside the manor.
Standing.
And do you guys follow?
Yes.
Okay.
They don't see me, I'm going in.
Yeah.
All right. So the interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show sign of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room.
Do any of us recognize the holy symbols, or are they just assorted?
Give me a religion check.
Yeah, no.
No, +3 religion.
Amadeus, that might be where you shine.
Actually, yeah.
19
being a
plus
paladin.
3, so 22.
4.
5.
Oh my! Oh what?
Paladin.
This
The
guy
lower
is
elf.
fired.
Dice jail with
That guy is
So-
fired.
You recognize that these holy symbols are that of the Morning Lord.
So,
Morning is in like M-O-U-R, or morning is in M-O-R-N.
M-O-R-N.
Thanks.
so like
There's a huge
sunshine.
difference.
Yeah.
I know.
For the more.
Yeah.
These symbols you guys have placed around here, they're very familiar.
So, yeah. As you guys kind of enter, you guys see in a room adjacent to where you guys are at, you guys see a coffin laying in the middle of the room. And an older gentleman is lying in this simple wooden coffin, surrounded by wilting flowers and the faint odor of decay.
A little choked up, I call the adventurers over to the casket or the coffin. Do you choose to accept?
We're in the house. I mean, I don't think there's much choice at this point.
Is he bitten?
Actually, I'm
No.
gonna do an investigation when she says that. That is a 6. I rolled a nat 1.
He was like,
So much action.
He's so embarrassed by my forward attitude.
I'm
She is embarrassed by me. Pretty much everybody so far has been embarrassed by me.
So you guys will notice that the voice that was coming from inside the manor that let you in is a striking young woman with auburn hair. And on her neck, you guys can see 2 puncture wounds.
gonna do my doc from my room.
I figured.
And she kind of just glances you all up and down and kind of like gives you a glance occasionally, like what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she doesn't really say anything. So Ismark, are you leading them? You see that they
So
obviously
now that
noticed-
she's there, I will obviously introduce her first. So, adventurers, this is my sister Irina. She is the one who the Devil Strahd is after.
We've read letters about you.
Moving on.
She goes, more than likely it's of the Devil Strahd. She's like, I don't very well remember my meetings with him, but the one thing I do remember is this powerful, hungry glance in his eyes. And then she will also tell you that over the she will say that so she'll kind of motion towards the coffin, and she goes, my adopted father passed away 3 days ago. Night after night, the Devil Strahd's wolves and rotting beings attacked our home, and my poor father couldn't take it anymore, and he just did not wake up one night. So, but we cannot. Hold on, sorry. Okay. She says that we've attempted to round up some people to take him to the graveyard up at the church, but no one has been brave enough. And I refuse to move anywhere while he lays here.
May I ask why no one has decided to do this?
Is not the church holy ground?
She says, I believe it is, but I don't know about the others. And it feels like every time I attempt to leave, the Devil's Strahd's minions are always watching me. And it scares away everybody.
How heavy is the dead body? That's in character, by the way.
Mm-hmm. She says that perhaps 4 people carrying it would be enough.
No, just the body.
She kind of gives you this like how could you glance,
Well,
almost angered.
we have a very strong gentleman. He puts body on shoulder, and we march.
Good thing I didn't say what I was about to say.
Please, no.
Apparently.
It is how humans care for their dead. Yes, they put them in holes in the ground.
Shasha, please.
Carry the body.
Hold your thoughts. For a good while.
And
For now.
I asked her, how long has the manor been assailed by the Devil Strahd?
Let's see. She says it's been going on for weeks now, but the day the burgomaster died, these attacks have stopped.
From the letter. Interesting.
So perhaps with the burgomaster passing, it's only a matter of Strahd feels it's only a matter of time before she will become his. So we need to get her out of here.
So we carry her instead of the dead body.
And we,
She won't leave if the body is here. Oh my god.
Oh.
you've made it this long with her. Bless your heart.
I just met them.
If you adventurers would be so kind to help, rest the night, relax. We have food. Help us take my father to the church tomorrow for a proper ceremony, and we will depart.
Thrawn.
And Arena will kind of turn to you guys and she says, more than likely my brother has hired you to take me to Valaki. Am I mistaken in this assumption?
I believe the 5th.
No.
Makes
No
No.
mistake.
Makes up
Oh,
check.
the place of performance. Yes. Correct.
Can I
Excuse me?
quickly interject with
It's the city.
something and try and change the subject? I don't know what I would roll for
You
that.
don't have to, you can change it.
Okay, cool. So I quickly interject and say, Irina, it is late, you need to go to bed. Please, it is going to be an early morning, please.
Says,
This is a topic for another day.
well, if your friends will help tomorrow move the burgomaster to the cemetery, then I will accompany you. I will accompany all of you to Valaki. Because I have nothing else here for me.
Okay. Thrawn, do you think this is going to be possible?
I think it's our best option at the moment.
Since you guys are talking, I will depart to my chambers and let you talk. See what you think. That way you don't feel like
Are
I'm
we
overrated.
sleeping?
There's like 20 rooms in this manor.
But when he leaves, he can say, pick a room.
Literally pick a room. Wherever. Sleep on the floor.
Just leaves
He'll
us.
kind
It's
of, he'll
like,
kind of tell you which one's your bedroom
Yes.
and stuff like that.
If it has a golden doorknob, it is a bedroom.
Okay.
Silver it is.
Indeed,
everything
I shall retire. I have to say prayers to my God.
Yes.
Prepare for the next day.
And
Good night, lady.
Good night, Amadeus.
Good night, fellow bird.
Ariana will say, I hope you all have an answer for me in the morning. I too will depart for the evening.
Because we don't know our
Amadeus
names.
and I just have that mutual respect
Yeah,
already
he's-
where we don't need to say them.
He's like,
Because then he also doesn't know our names, right?
oh, I do.
You do?
We introduced ourselves.
I'm sure you guys.
So the exception happened.
With the exception. Well, but he has heard your name.
I also
He
say
has
good
heard
night
it.
all the time. I'm just like, good night, lady.
And you're just you. Love it.
I'm a very perceptive paladin. I can pick up on things.
Alright, so we're going to take our rest now.
Are we gonna talk about this first?
Could have used that one.
I wish to be parts of these heroic stories, though I do suppose carrying the dead body over our shoulders is not really
Thrawn.
that heroic.
Do you think you could carry this solo, or do you think we need to work on this all as a group? I mean, you picked me up twice.
Before I retire, I would like to interject. He's in a coffin, and he must remain in the coffin. You will not carry my dead father in such a manner that is disrespectful. He was the
Can I make
For
a
lack of a better
strength
word,
check
mayor
to
of
see if
this
I can
town.
pick it up in its
Can
motion?
we
Or like a
see
weight
if we
test?
can
I just want
pick
a
it
weight
up?
test to see if I can handle it.
Would it be okay if he does that?
Roll me a strength athletics with disadvantage.
This conversation was supposed to be without you here.
I
Roll
caught the end
athletics
of
and
that.
take the lowest number.
There.
Oh god.
I'll take that as
That
a
sounds
no.
like it's probably that number.
Can
It
I-
is. 4.
Four.
So no.
Can I be able to say, as
I
long
haven't
as-
rested
Wait,
my
is he
hand.
adding your strength
in the
mod
morning.
to that
He has
roll?
been paid
Because it's an
8.
athletics.
8.
Yeah.
So an 8.
however you
Wait,
did that.
so your athletics is
Can I say
4?
that? Is that allowed?
No, you add your
6
proficiency. Because you're proficient. So that's actually a 6.
As long as the job is done in the morning.
Oh,
However you do it
Because you're
respectfully and
that's right. I keep forgetting that. So,
Yeah. So that D6 plus 4, that's
I
10.
don't know if I really want to be there.
Yeah, you guys will be.
Oh.
it's a 10
accompany
after all.
Okay, gotcha.
It's a 10. Mind you, I haven't had rest yet.
So you know that you'll definitely be able to lift it, but by yourself, not. It's too awkward and too long for you
And
to
not
kind of
the
grab.
whole way.
And it's not like a dire wolf where it'll fold over your shoulder. It's just a long box. If you had somebody else to at least kind of lift it enough off the ground, you could easily probably carry it yourself.
All 3 of his companions.
Are below height average.
I'm not even sure any of us have strength.
Yeah.
I will assist.
Okay.
And I will assist if
I will
need
assist. I will be a pallbearer for this noble soul.
Do you
We
not
need to have
a cart?
scouts, though.
Put the box on the cart.
No, Shasha.
be. Is
Ceremonies.
she serious?
Please ignore the bird.
How have
Okay.
you lasted this long?
I give free hugs.
I didn't know if she was being
I
disrespectful,
really
sarcastic.
don't
She does not understand the ways of others.
Oh.
Any cars that you would have had on the estate have been burned away and in disrepair.
Gotcha.
So
How are people burn our dead?
Shasha, please respect the man's wishes.
I will
He's making
retire.
this difficult.
I will retire to my chambers. Have a good night.
Good night. Apologies on our behalf.
Well,
He
you go into the
seems-
rooms,
he seems a little angry.
and as I close the door, I go, night, and I close the
I told you she was going to be following close behind.
Nice slam.
Do a strength check on the door.
No.
Just out of character, looking go, what the deuce?
Is there anything else you guys wish to discuss about?
I think we can finish the discussion in the morning.
In that case, good night, my fellow companions.
okay, and you guys each kind of climb into a rather worn down beds. They're kind of lumpy and uncomfortable, but it is kind of nice to be in a bed and not sleeping out in this cold, damp place.
I just like the bed I'm sleeping.
Breaking character. Have you ever slept in a bed since you're a wilderness half-orc?
He's going to
be
see
like
them.
the first bed you ever
Yeah, and I don't like it. I go to the floor.
The bed might be the cover.
Sit under the bed.
This is comfy. I can do this.
So,
So you all get a benefit of a long rest.
Yes.
Awesome. So all of your health is completely filled. Any spell slots you burned are regained. And all that good stuff.
Hit dice lost or different game.
Mhm.
so pretty much it's like a...
You are back to where
Reset.
you were.
Yeah, you're basically back up to full.
Oh, thank goodness. I was at a 3.5 fight.
See, she wanted to go to the house.
Oh, wait, 8
You know it's gonna
over.
get fired.
Yeah. You,
Okay,
you
so
were
that's
dead.
above.
Yeah,
I was about
you
to
have-
say.
are- you
so
haven't
you're
gotten to the
leading
games
this
yet.
whole
You
time.
really-
She
on the
had
bench,
researched
sir.
the fight she used herself.
Oh, okay, that's right,
I
yeah.
did.
I was close
Yeah.
to the end.
I have three.
I was like,
I'll borrow
now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Which
I have
one?
2.
Whichever you
Wonderful.
choose.
I'll take
Your
your
arms.
arms.
Alright guys. So you guys wake up in the morning.
I just love it.
Yeah. And you guys find Arena and Ismark waiting patiently for you downstairs. And with that, that's going to be it for tonight. It is awful late. We did have a late start because of some technical difficulties. But
It was your fault, man. You tried what you could.
And there was cake.
Paladin had too much sleep.
Yes, there was cake. Can I get one more piece of cake or is that?
You can-
fine,
Let's
yeah.
do shameless self-plugs first.
Yep. So Jazzy, you start first.
So all I have is an Instagram that you can follow if you want to follow it at Jassu57, JASSU57.
All right. For me, I have an Instagram and Twitter, Navy Montel, and also have a YouTube channel. It's called Rogue Catnip. So, yeah, it's called Rogue Catnip. Definitely check it. Hoorah! Yeah, just check it out if you want something weird and strange from a crazy black man. So go for it.
So what kind of stuff do you do? Like, inform them, like.
On my channel, I talk about geek and nerd things from an older nerd's perspective, but I also talk about things about life. I do motivational things, and I also do reviews of Black Lightning. So I'm waiting for the next episode to come out so I can do it because I like talking to people and hoping to get back on Twitch so I can do my talk show stream.
Make sure you invite your viewers to come see our D&D.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That way they can come see you being a weirdo.
I will plug it in my next video.
Plug it in, and then next time we go live, like make a post or something on all your social media with the link.
it.
Absolutely.
Plug it.
Or host it, yeah.
Plug it.
If you're on Twitch, host it. You know.
Not a
Yeah.
problem.
Blow that shit up.
So,
All right.
hello everybody. My name is Nicholas Rutini or Fanatic2112. Shameless plug-in time. I am an Overwatch player. I go by Fanatic2112 on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's FINATIC2112. It's spelled wrong on purpose. But yeah, so feel free to follow me on any one of those platforms. I do a lot of gaming things. I'm a huge gamer, but honestly what I enjoy more than gaming with Twitch is actually interacting with the fans. So feel free to stop by. I will be more than engaged with you.
Okay. And he will more than likely be a regular, taking care of the NPCs I don't feel like controlling.
Extras. It was my only way to get on here. Don't tell mom.
All right, Seth?
I really don't have anything, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope to see you guys next week.
Yeah.
I too don't have any, selfish spotting to jump in on. Taking a break from Twitch right now until I get a better raid. But enjoying the campaign, having a lot of fun, and now that we got to have, Amadeus come in now, it's a lot more fun. We get a little more interjection.
Your chances of survival have gone up.
Yeah. if you're watching this and you don't enjoy me picking up people and throwing them, well, too bad. That's kind of my character.
He can't hit anything with weapons, so he throws.
Oh, goodness.
He uses the things he grabs.
Hey y'all, Mars Hawks. I am second in command to Hawksbroken. I help him run. Shut up. I help him run the Facebook and the YouTube and the Twitch channel. All of them you can find at Hawksbroken.
Mhm.
And also, I'm sorry I'm so annoying as a bird, but I really, really like it.
It's really amazing, and it adds a
Yeah, you
dynamic.
do a really good job at it.
You do.
Thank you. Thank
Indeed.
you. I'm enjoying it so much. This is not the direction I meant to take this character in, but it
It's
felt
where
that
we're
way,
going,
and
working really
yeah,
well.
it's just it feels
I think
really
it is
good.
definitely Will
Yeah.
Wheaton level outstanding.
Yeah, I
Wheaton level outstanding.
I have a feeling that Shasha will be that annoying ray of sunshine that just keeps your morale up just enough to make it through.
Olaf!
But to stay away and go, I want to get her.
Yeah.
She's gonna get stabbed. Oh, look at that! I bent his
It's like-
wheels.
I was just trying to ignore her remarks as much as I could. And I was like, is she serious? Is she serious right now?
Yes.
Burn the body.
All right, and well, as you guys are watching me now, I'm Hawkins Sprocket on Twitch. I'm Hawkins Sprocket on many different platforms. I've got a Facebook group. I think it's Hawkins Sprocket Gaming. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitch. I think I have an Instagram, right? Is it Instagram? Yeah, I've got an Instagram. I don't really post there very much, except when I'm going to stream.
You don't follow me on Instagram.
Oh, I gotta do that.
Boo.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know who to follow, so I've got like. I don't care.
Follow for follow.
Follow
Yes.
for follow, right?
Exactly.
That's
Dirty.
Did you flip through that? Oh my god. You okay? Are both of you okay?
something just in my foot.
Oh, that'd be my die. My D6.
That was my pride.
It's 5. Okay.
So, I was on we were on a regular Tuesday, Friday stream, but there's a lot of moving parts going on right now. So we'll have to see how that works in the coming weeks. But once things settle down, we'll return to that.
I'm failing English.
It's your native language, you fool.
Stay in school, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
And seek help when you really need it.
So
Support your local
with
cosplay.
that, everybody, thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see everybody next week for another adventure for Roll for Damage, better, stronger, faster, as they
We're still
attempt to
waiting.
traverse through the Curse of Strahd. We'll see how far they get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.